with the rock. You physically couldn't hold me, I don't care if you pushing 40. You can never little bro me. Euro step like Ginobili, from young OG to the OG. From nosebleeds to floor seats. Circle stronger than Cuban links. My gold dance, your gold plated. You verse me, now that's the reach. We ready. Who ready? We ready. Who ready? Who? We ready. Who? Who ready? Who? We ready. Who? Who ready? We ready. Been ready. I waited. My turn. On God. Hell steady. I keep dropping back to back. I keep going if you let me. I've been sitting at the top, looking down at those who left me. Promise I'm not being petty. I'm the one they envy. Brody moving state to state, make $1 million out the semi. Plus I grinded from the start. I was stacking pennies. I might dip like Machiavelli. After the confetti. Who ready? We ready. Who ready? We ready. Who ready? Who? We ready. Who? Who ready? Who? We ready. Who? Who ready? We ready. Who ready? We ready. Who ready? Who? We ready. Who? Who ready? Who? We ready. Who?
What up, family? Welcome back to the channel. You already know it's your boy Moose Talk Swoops. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hit the like button. You already know it's a lot of things in this world that cause, but hitting the like button ain't one of them.
My name is my name. My name is my name. My name.
Yes, sir. That boy Moose is back on the loose. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what to do. Smash that like button and share the video so we can talk some hoops. And first things first, salute to the chat. Salute to the chat. You guys know how I feel about y'all. I got the realest chat on YouTube. It ain't many of us, but less is more. So there's plenty of us, man. Y'all smash that like button and share the video. Also, if you want to donate to the channel, the link to the Cash App is in the description and on your screen. Also, if you want to become an official member of the channel, the link to that is also in the description. What up, chat? 2 cents. OM Music, my guys, man. What's popping, man? It's been a couple of days. A lot's been going on, but we're going to get into it, man. And starting with this, Dennis Schroeder, his words is coming back to bite him, and he ain't feeling it at all. Dennis Schroeder took to his Twitch account last night and absolutely snapped on Kevin Durant and flat out called him weak and said that he's not in a good place right now. Go James, I see you in the building, man. What up, bro? Smash that like button and share the video. Now, this whole thing with Dennis Schroeder and Kevin Durant goes back to the Olympics. Now, before the Medal Games, Dennis Schroeder spoke to reporters at the Olympics. And Dennis Schroeder was asked by reporters at the Olympics, and I'm going to get to that clip in just a second, y'all. Dennis Schroeder was asked by the media at the Olympics what gives these European teams an advantage when going up against Team USA. Now, if you guys remember, coming out of exhibition, all this talk by the media, especially here in our own country, guys were talking about, is this team really that good? They had a close call against South Sudan, close game against Dennis Schroeder and the Hitler All-Stars from Germany. And everybody was chirping. You had guys on our home soil rooting against Team USA, guys talking about the world has caught up. These guys is better than Team USA. Team USA is going to lose. media at the Olympics asked Dennis Schroeder, what kind of advantage did European teams have facing our team USA? And Dennis Schroeder went into a long soliloquy about what advantages these European teams had. Now, I'm going to get to that clip real quick, and then we're going to talk about what Dennis Schroeder said. Y'all go ahead and smash that like button for me too, man. We're going to get right into this. Get this pulled up for you guys. Bear with me. Let's go ahead and play the clip.
European basketball, I think, is the more, I gotta be careful here. I think it's European basketball is no entertainment. It's straight IQ basketball, straight coaching, and really, really high IQ guys who know how to play the game. And I mean, Serbia, Greece, Spain, France, Germany. I mean, there's so many teams out there who knows how to play, who is athletic, and I think it's a lot of people from Europe in the NBA who make some noise. Slovenia with Luka Doncic, one of the best players in the world. Of course, I mean, the USA is one of the best leagues in the world, or is the best league in the world, but European, they come in for sure.
Now, of course, that was Dennis Schroeder saying that the advantage that European teams had against Team USA was that it was no entertainment, it was straight IQ basketball, and it was coaching. Now, Dennis Schroeder, let me tell you something, right? Because at the time that you made these comments, Dennis Schroeder, I took it as a shot. I personally took it as a shot at Team USA. I took it as a shot to the NBA and basically implying some sort of white supremacist talking point. Like, is we supposed to be dumb over here in the States? We just a bunch of dumb niggas that's out there hooping and just entertaining? Like, we don't got no IQ, high IQ players. Like, we don't got no high basketball hoopers from a mental aspect. Like, we don't got great coaches over here. Like, we don't play great basketball. This is the home of basketball, need I remind you, Dennis Schroeder. So at the time of these comments, I took it as a shot. And I'm pretty sure everybody playing on Team USA took it as a shot too. Like, Dennis Schroeder, when you make these comments, you're basically implying that Europeans are somehow superior to us when it comes to an IQ level of basketball, or just in a straight sense of IQ. These European teams, these European players, these European coaches are smarter than us as a whole. And the NBA and American players is all about entertainment. That sounds like straight up European white supremacist talking points. And it's crazy coming from you, Dennis Schroeder, right? Because you a black man that grew up in Europe and faced racism, in Germany, growing up in Germany. Matter of fact, a few weeks before you made those comments, Dennis Schroeder, these was your words. You said that growing up in Germany was tough. You said, quote, growing up in Germany was tough, man. It's wrong, but I just went with it. In kindergarten, People asked, why is your skin black? Why are you dirty? In all those little tough moments. Now, all that racism that you faced, Dennis Schroeder, growing up in Germany, it seems like that has had a lasting effect on you. Because here you are coming out talking about European players, European teams, European coaches have better IQ than Team USA or NBA players. Boy, we got the best coaches, we got the best basketball, and we got the highest IQ players right here in the US of A. Now, after Dennis Schroeder, who led the Hitler All-Stars and the rest of Team Germany to a world championship last year at FIBA basketball, failed to even medal in these Olympics. And Kevin Durant, once we won Olympic gold, Kevin Durant took to Twitter, if you guys remember, and posted this tweet right here. Kevin Durant simply posted Team USA wearing their gold medals, posing for the cameras with the caption, entertainment and IQ. Basically responding back to Dennis Schroeder's comments about Europe and European players and European coaches and European basketball having more IQ than American players and the NBA. Y'all smash that like button and share the video. Well, I guess that got Dennis Schroeder all in his feelings, because Dennis Schroeder took to his Twitch account last night and absolutely went in on Kevin Durant.
And Kevin Durant tweet, high IQ and entertainment. For me, that's just being weak. Like, you, that type of a star, and you have to say something to, you know what I'm saying, like a person like me, like who not even meant it to be negative. It was just what I see from both sides, you know what I'm saying? So, I didn't appreciate it. Not even appreciate it. I don't care, but at the end of the day, like, that tweet or whatever he posted was because of me. And for me, it was never no negative stuff. Like, I respect all those guys, all GOATs. But to say that tells me how weak he is as a person. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Not everybody is strong. Not everybody is, you know what I'm saying, like in a good place.
Now, Dennis Schroeder, I'm not buying that, bro. Dennis Schroeder, I'm not buying that, bro. I'm not buying that at all, man. I'm not buying that at all. And you could keep the change on that story. I hope you got a receipt, because you could keep the change on that story. I'm not buying it.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Salute to my love, Life with Shay Maya in the building. I appreciate you sliding through. Y'all smash that like button and share the video. And Dennis Schroeder, in all reality, this doesn't show that Kevin Durant's weak. It really shows that you weak, bro. You weak. And a great man told me a long time ago, man, you get to pick your choices, but you don't get to pick your consequences. Don't throw a shot, Dennis Schroeder. Don't throw a shot and expecting people not to punch back. And when they punch back, here you are getting in your feelings, calling people weak. Don't get all in your feelings calling people weak because you threw a shot And Kevin Durant and Team USA threw the ultimate shot by winning gold medal and letting you know straight up, entertainment and IQ, we got it all. However you want to give it up on a basketball court, however you want to give it up when it comes to coaching, IQ, game planning, talent, hooping, shooters, athletes, we got y'all beat. We got y'all beat. It was all fun and games, Dennis Schroeder, when you guys won that world championship. You was feeling on top of the world. You was buying into the hype. You was buying into the hype that Europe has somehow caught up with Team USA. Dennis Schroeder, you was buying into the hype that somehow you guys were going to medal or even get a chance at winning a gold medal. All Kevin Durant and Team USA did was show you that when we send our best and when we play our best, none of y'all other teams, none of y'all other countries is in our stratosphere. Flat out. And you talk about IQ and stuff like that. Where was your IQ when you was turning down $84 million?
Bang, bang, bang.
Shit like that, shit like that, shit like that, shit like that, shit like that.
That's what I want to know, Dennis Schroeder. Where was your IQ at when you was turning down $84 million? And here you are. It's crazy because we've been won the gold medal now. What are we, a week and a half since Team USA won the gold medal? And here you are a week and a half later in your feelings, coming at Kevin Durant. Now, if you know Kevin Durant, he ain't backing down, and he's going to have some comments on this himself. Dennis Schroeder, you had every opportunity. You and the Hitler All-Stars, Team Germany, you had every opportunity to show that European basketball had better hoops, had better coaches, had higher IQ, was not all about entertainment. If that was the case, it wouldn't be so many European players trying to make a name, trying to make a bag in the NBA. You know you can't be stamped as a basketball player or taken serious as a basketball player unless you do it on a big stage like the Olympics or you do it on the NBA. But see, this is the media's fault, man. This is the media's fault. This is the media's fault for gassing guys like Dennis Schroeder, gassing people overseas to think that they could actually beat Team USA. Let me play that again, man. You got to be kidding me, bro. You was all in your feelings because Kevin Durant shut you up and used your own words again.
And Kevin Durant tweet, high IQ and entertainment. For me, that's just being weak. Like you, that type of a star, and you have to say something to, you know what I'm saying, like a person like me, like who not even meant it to be negative. It was just what I see from both sides, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't appreciate it. Not even appreciate it. I don't care, but at the end of the day, like that tweet or whatever he posted was because of me. And for me, it was never no negative stuff. Like I respect all those guys, all GOATs. But to say that tells me how weak he is as a person. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Not everybody is strong. Not everybody is, you know what I'm saying, like in a good place.
Don't do that. Don't do that, Dennis Schroeder. Don't do that, Dennis Schroeder. Don't do that. And once again, I'm not buying this story, bro. You knew exactly what you were doing when you made those comments at the Olympics. And now all of a sudden, Kevin Durant is weak. Like, how did you not know that your comments was going to come across that way? And I know you was probably pandering to the European media, but that just goes to show all that racism that you faced growing up in Germany that you talked about, Dennis Schroeder, all that shows is that racism has rubbed off on you. All that European white supremacy has rubbed off on you to where you believe your IQ is inferior to these Europeans. So here you are projecting and saying that European basketball has better IQ, the coaches have better IQ. You don't even hear the racial epithets in what you're saying. And that's how I know all that German high-class racism, all that German high-class white supremacy has rubbed off on you. And I'm just being real. Don't tell me to chill out. And then now you're walking it back talking about, oh, Kevin Durant is weak for that. He's a GOAT. He shouldn't be in his feelings. Dennis Schroeder, you're the only one in your feelings because here you are a week and a half after the fact, and here you are responding to Kevin Durant. And like I said, when I first heard these comments while the Olympics was on, when Dennis Schroeder said this, I took it as a shot. So if I took it as a shot, I know for a fact the guys on Team USA took it as a shot. And you know they took it as a shot, or else Kevin Durant wouldn't even come out with this tweet. Kevin Durant would have never posted this unless he took it as a shot as well. And this is what I mean. This is some sort of Stockholm syndrome with Dennis Schroeder. This is some sort of Stockholm syndrome with Dennis Schroeder, where all this white supremacy that you faced has rubbed off on you, and now here you are projecting it on the members of Team USA. But don't tell me Kevin Durant is weak for that. Honestly, if anybody's weak, you weak for those initial comments, man. And all this walking it back, you doing all this talking that you doing, talking about you ain't meant it to be negative or you ain't said it in a negative light. Bro, I'm not buying that story, bro. You better have a receipt for that, man. You could keep the change.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
For real. Now, like I said, Kevin Durant is probably going to respond back to this as he should. Or honestly, he shouldn't respond back to this. He should just leave Dennis Schroeder to be stuck all in his feelings about this whole thing. And it ain't, sadly enough, it ain't just Dennis Schroeder that feels this way. You see the NBA as a whole You see the NBA as a whole leaning towards marketing European stars, leaning towards favoring European players. You see the grace that superstars like Luka Doncic get. You see the grace that superstars like a Nikola Jokic gets. They don't get backlash. They don't get covered the same way American superstars get covered. You don't see these media members bashing a Luka Doncic after losing an NBA Finals. You don't see a media member bashing a Nikola Jokic for not making the finals. You remember when Denver got blown out by Minnesota in that series? And the game wasn't even close. And Jokic was at the end of the bench for Denver, and he was standing up, and they had a picture of Jokic standing by the bench. And they was like, oh, this is Nikola Jokic's villain arc. He's going to come back from this game, and he's going to do this, and he's going to do this. They flamed out. Got bounced out. No negative media coverage. Luka Doncic. No negative media coverage. So it ain't just Dennis Schroeder that honestly believes this. A lot of these media members, American white media members, believe this. Let Team USA had a 17-point lead and lose the game, and a LeBron James be locked up in the fourth quarter, or a Kevin Durant be locked up in the fourth quarter, or a Steph Curry be locked up in the fourth quarter. What would that negative media cycle look like? And I'm more disappointed in Dennis Schroeder, right? Because he himself is a black brother. He himself has faced racism out of his own mouth in Germany. He himself has faced the wrath of racism. So for you, Dennis Schroeder, to come out initially and using these racial epithets, white supremacist talking points about how these American players, basically implying that these American players don't have the basketball IQ and they're all just entertainment. They just go out there and they just entertain. And then when America wins a gold medal and Kevin Durant says it's entertainment and IQ, you get all in your feelings. I don't respect that at all. I don't respect that at all. You the same guy, Dennis Schroeder. You the same guy that Kyrie Irving had to check for using the N-word. You remember Kyrie Irving and Dennis Schroeder got into it a couple seasons ago? And Dennis Schroeder said something about calm down, my nigga. And it set Kyrie Irving off. And Kyrie Irving said, don't call me that word. I'm not a nigga. Don't call me that word. And I'm definitely not yo nigga. Dennis Schroeder, I got to call you out because you completely wrong on this one. And you got exactly what you deserve if you ask me. Don't come on here talking about Kevin Durant being weak. Don't talk about Kevin Durant as a superstar and he shouldn't be coming at you like, no, dog. You threw a shot. We won the gold medal. Kevin Durant threw a shot back. You can make your choices, Dennis Schroeder, but you can't pick the consequences, man. You can make your choices, but you can't choose the consequences. You can't throw a shot at me, and then when I throw a shot back, you get all in your feelings and cry foul. That's not how this works, man. That's not how this works. You make your choices, you deal with the consequences.
Bang, bang.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Man, I'm about to drop the link for y'all because I know you guys have a lot to say on this as well. Drop the link for y'all and pull a couple of y'all up here, man. Once again, man, smash that like button and share the video. Let me know what y'all think about Dennis Schroeder and the Hitler All-Stars getting all in their feelings for Kevin Durant snapping back on them after winning a gold medal, man. Also, if you'd like to donate to the channel, the link to the Cash App is in the description and on your screen. Also, if you want to become an official member to the channel, the link to that is in the description as well, man. The link is dropped, man. Y'all come up on here, man. I want to hear y'all thoughts on this, man. Dennis Schroeder getting all in his feelings about Kevin Durant having the last laugh after Dennis Schroeder said Team USA lacked IQ and they was just all entertainment. Hoodie Walker says, I bet money his white wife's parents disowned her just like they do here. Yeah, man. Germany's as racist as it gets, man. When you talk about worldwide racism, Germany's as racist as it gets. And Dennis Schroeder himself came out and spoke about this a couple of weeks before he made those comments. A couple of weeks before he made those comments, Dennis Schroeder came out and talked about the racism that he faced growing up in Germany and them telling him that his black skin was dirty. You gotta watch these dudes, man. You gotta watch these dudes, man. A lot of these European guys, black European guys, they go through this racism and all this stuff, but it rubs off on them. They start believing they're inferior. They start adopting this mindset that they're less than. Dennis Schroeder, if somebody European would have said this to you, you would have felt some type of way. If somebody would have said Dennis Schroeder, he don't got no basketball IQ, he makes dumb plays in the fourth quarter when the game is on the line, and that Dennis Schroeder is just all entertainment, you would have took that as a shot. Get my man Casual. Man, Casual, what's the word, bro?
Hey, broski, I just wanted to give you a heads up. Just be careful with saying the R word on YouTube, because they can and they have stricken down channels, especially with your channel being as big as it's growing. they definitely will not hesitate to either demonetize or strike your channel down. So whatever, however you want to speak about it, that's up to you. I just wanted to give you that tip of info.
I appreciate you for that, man. I
For
appreciate
sure,
you for that.
brother.
I already know how they rock on here, man.
Yeah, for sure,
I
brother.
know how
For
they
sure.
rock on here, man. I appreciate that, man. What's your
Yeah.
takes on this, if you have any, Casual?
I mean, typical off-season beef. Dennis Schroeder feeling some type of way. I mean, this isn't the first time that he's spoken about some involving, NBA star, or him feeling like overseas is a little better of a environment
Or what do
in
you
his
think of that
opinion.
exact talking point that European players or European teams or European coaches have a better IQ of the game, and the game is more IQ based? And
I mean, it's not really crazy. I mean, most of the players that we see today that are thriving are from overseas, and aside from like Giannis, they're typically not as athletic as American players, so they have to rely mostly on their basketball IQ. So it's really not that crazy.
I mean, to
However,
me, it
it's
is,
it's the
bro.
way it's the way he spoke of it and the timing in which he said it. I think that sort of rubbed people the wrong way. But no, I don't think the comment in itself is that crazy.
So when you initially heard those comments, you couldn't see the shot in that. If a reporter asked you what advantages European players or European teams or European coaches have on Team USA, and you result to, oh, Team
Yeah, IQ.
USA, the NBA is all entertainment. There's no really IQ behind them. We have the advantage when it comes to IQ. We have the advantage when it comes to coaching IQ.
Again, the way he said, the way he made the comment, I think was disrespectful to Team USA. I think it would be disingenuous, disrespectful, flat out, wrong to say that a player the caliber of LeBron, Steph, KD, Devin Booker, Joel Embiid, that they're just all athleticism, entertainment, and not any IQ has to do with their success in the best league in the world. I think he was wrong in saying that, but I do think there is some validity to the statement itself of when it comes to um play out of the country, they typically rely on their basketball IQ more than their athleticism than players in America. So I think that is factual, but I don't think it's like America's all entertainment and no IQ. I think that's crazy to say.
I think the entire thing was crazy to say, honestly, because I feel like if those same comments were made, let's just say for argument's sake, right?
Hmm.
Those same comments get made by, say, the head coach of Serbia, and he's directing those comments to Dennis Schroeder. I believe Dennis Schroeder would take it the same way as I took it when I seen those comments, as Team USA took it, as Kevin Durant took it. I would take it. I would believe that Dennis Schroeder would take it the same way.
You think? Wait, are you saying if somebody else said the comments exactly how Dennis Schroeder did?
Exactly how Dennis Schroeder did. Say the coach of Serbia
Yeah, I agree
said
with
those
you.
comments exactly how Dennis Schroeder did to Dennis Schroeder. If he was to say Dennis Schroeder, his game is all entertainment. We have the advantage when it comes to IQ. We have the advantage when it comes to this and that. IQ based, we have smarter players.
I agree. I think the way he said what he said, he was wrong. 100%. Like there is nowhere around it. He was wrong. But that's not to say the entire statement was incorrect, because overseas play, they have there has to be some level of superior IQ for players like Jokic and Luka to thrive in this league, for players like Bogdanovich to rise up the ranks to the where he's like a secondary player for multiple years on the Atlanta Hawks and even Sacramento before he got traded to the Atlanta Hawks. Like there has to be some level of superior or advantage that they're creating, and we know it ain't on the athletic end, right? Outside of Giannis, we know it ain't on the athletic end. So it would have to be on the IQ end. So I agree with a part of his statement, but the way he said it in the totality of the statement, no, it was incorrect.
I don't know. Hold that thought for me, Casual. Stay right there. A1, I want to get to you, bro. What's your take on this, bro?
I think I can see the shots. For me, I think the person that probably should have felt some type of way about this or had something to say about it is LeBron, though, since he did play with LeBron. And so he understands LeBron's basketball IQ and LeBron's basketball acumen and his commitment to the game. So with him making that comment, again, understanding that LeBron is considered the face of the league and things of that nature, and obviously the face of his team as well, that for me was more so a line of like, that's why I think that's why KD fired back at his kid. He was like, hold on, bro, like what you mean by what you're trying to say is that we're just like entertained with no IQ, no, like it's like, bro, you talking about a team where you have, again, the oldest player in the league, probably the highest basketball IQ out of active players, and potentially all the players in the past, arguably too.
All the playback.
In the past, arguably too.
Young
yeah, I got an echo
from
somebody.
Quick, bro.
Yeah, I got an echo from somebody.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, mute your mic for me 1 second, bro. We getting some playback.
I don't think that's me. I ain't got nothing going on.
1 second. All right, go ahead, A1.
Yeah, so it was just more, like I said, more along the line of a shot for me that are more surprising that he didn't articulate that better. Because I mean, the consensus of what you hear from other players when they compare FIBA or Olympic basketball, they compare it more so to a collegiate level of the style of play that it is. Outside of, obviously, you can basketball off the rim and stuff like that, but that's what they compare it to. So it's like a lot of the NBA players, bro, like it's always high basketball IQ moments. And again, like I was saying, is you got the oldest player in the league, but arguably one of the greatest basketball minds that's ever played the game in LeBron being out there. And for him to say that, it's like that's definitely a shot at them. But at the same time, I feel like LeBron should have been the one to actually respond to it. But we know KD don't be letting nothing slide when he feel like somebody a LeBron caliber or himself or Steph is being slighted. He gonna come to the defense of it. And so just with a quick tweet like he posted, just saying entertainment and IQ, but then with the gold medal, it's like, bro, yeah. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like Dennis Schroeder got to eat that. He got to eat the fact they came up short. They got such high basketball IQ, they should have been in the gold medal game. You know what I mean? But for him to mention IQ, like you stated earlier, bro, if fumbled the bag could be manifested into a person, Dennis Schroeder picture would pop up. Because ain't no way in the world you accepting $1 million contract when you had a guarantee, what was it, 70, 80 million or something like that being offered, and you go and take $1 million, and after that you pretty much end up down there out the league. Like, come on, man. Like, he understand what he's saying. He understand what he's doing.
Yeah,
you can't sit there and you can't pander to the European media and not think that's going to get back to the U.S. ears or of the Olympic players' ears, like they gonna miss that, bro. Like, nah. People on social media are gonna point that out and they're gonna blow that story up. And now you got to sit there and play defense on something that you probably should have worded differently from the get go. But that's kind of my take on it, bro.
Facts, bro. And it's like, to me, it's ignorant that you didn't expect blowback from this, that you didn't expect, a response from this. To me, that's ignorance, because you knew the group of reporters that you're talking to. They were a European-based media group. So you gotta see that, man. Young Champ, I'm gonna go to you, bro.
What's good, bro?
What's popping with you, bro? How you feeling, man? What's your take on this? Yeah, see if you could turn that down in the background, bro.
I ain't got nothing on in the background, yo.
Yeah, we getting some playback off of your mic, bro.
Hey, yo, Tim, do you got you on your phone, right? Like for the YouTube thing?
I'm on a tablet. I'm playing a game
Tab,
though. Ain't really no sound.
it might have the actual YouTube still up in the background because I know when you click StreamYard, sometimes if you got premium, it'll keep playing it in the background.
Oh, okay. All right, let me try to knock it off real quick.
Yeah, try that for me, bro, because we getting some playback
Better?
off your mic. Yeah, it's better, bro. Oh, hold on, I still hear it.
Yeah, that's probably what it was, man. It was probably playing YouTube in the background. But yo, I'm gonna keep it simple, yo. Like you said, man, 84 million. I don't know what he thought or who he thought was gonna give him 100. That was probably the biggest low IQ moment in time. So when they talk about IQ on any level, he shouldn't be the one who should be responding because, bro, you really played with LeBron James and told them people that you think you deserve to start. Like, yo, who you think you is? Dennis Schroeder, bro? Like, come on, my nigga. Like, you tripping. But for the most part, yeah, he out of pocket. I could see somebody else saying that that's like one of those guys like Luka or Jokic or something if they was like leaning it. But yeah, we don't have the athleticism, so we rely on our IQ. He could have said it like that to not diminish the IQ of the US players. He could have just said we lean on our IQ more than our athleticism versus the where they have more athletic players. You get what I'm saying? It wouldn't have been a shot. It would have just been saying what y'all do well versus saying we don't do that well. So more about how he worded it, but overall, he shouldn't be the messenger.
Nah, I hear you, bro. I definitely hear you, man. Zero, you still up in here, man? Let me get your thoughts on this, bro. Zero, can you hear us? Yeah, I'm gonna come back to Zero, man. But yeah, I definitely. Yeah, I can hear y'all. Y'all can hear me? Yeah, we can hear you, bro. Go ahead.
All right, so this is how I feel. I give him credit for what he said because it's true and it's not true. And I'm gonna give you a perfect example of entertainment that we do that they would never do. And you look no further than the final game of the Olympics with Curry with the ball in his hand. Curry taking those 4 threes is something that Olympic players would never do. You know what I'm saying? That would never be something that you would see them scheme up. One, they don't have the talent of a player to do that, but that's just something that they don't do. That's where he talks about the fundamentals compared to the entertainment. Because all that shit that Curry did was entertainment. 4 threes in a row, entertainment. But it's also skill-wise because you got to have the skill to do it, but it's still entertainment on the biggest level of the biggest stage at the biggest moment. So that's why you get the skill and entertainment thing. I feel that he was a little salty just because he lost, they didn't medal. So I feel, there's a little animosity coming into what he's saying. But in the same point, he's got a point. Not that they do better fundamentally and things like that. That's just all they know is fundamentally things over there. So they're not going to go out of their zone to see, one of their players going on a fucking 12 zip streak by themselves. Nah, with 2 people open, hell no. Nobody over there on the European side is chucking up a ball with 2 people in their face and 2 other players open. So that's the entertainment wise that the US has the capability of doing. But in the same token, like I said, I just feel like he was salty coming out with that because they didn't medal, and everybody was gunning for the US. Everybody wanted, like how Carmelo said, it's like when you over there, it's like watching everybody waiting for Floyd to lose. So everybody over there was waiting for the US to lose, and they thought they had him, and it didn't happen. And then not only did it not happen, Curry showed them out in an extraordinary fashion. So everybody over there feeling butthurt. But for him to say that it's not, that NBA players don't have IQ, like I said, I feel like he's just salty for the simple fact he played with LeBron James. Everybody knows LeBron James got the best IQ in basketball, period. So that's just my personal opinion on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna push back on the entertainment aspect of it because Steph Curry going off on that game, especially in the fourth quarter, I feel like that's just the product of him having a hot hand. You know what I mean? I feel like that's just the product of him being cold through the first 4 games, him getting hot in that semifinal game, him having a hot hand in that game against France, that gold medal game. And these are shots that Steph Curry has been taking his whole career. And I don't feel like Steph Curry took those shots in an entertainment aspect, because if you go back, it was in the fourth quarter, it was a 3-point game, and I believe under 4 minutes left. So I don't think Steph Curry was necessarily trying to entertain at all. I feel like Steph Curry had the hot hand, and he wanted to be the one to show up in that moment. You know what I mean? And as far as like you and A1 speaking now on Dennis Schroeder playing with a LeBron James, just outside of that, you've played against Kevin Durant for more than 10 years. You played against a Steph Curry for more than 10 years, and everybody else on this Team USA roster. You play against these guys 82 games a season and sometimes playoffs. You know what I mean? You've been on teams with great coaching staffs. You've played for a numerous amount of coaches. You know what goes into preparation. You know what goes into the film room. You know what goes into play calling and stuff like that. So the IQ part of it, and I feel like that's a knock to the whole NBA. And like, I forgot who was the person saying it. It might have been A1 earlier, that with a LeBron James, with a Kevin Durant is going to be the one to say something. And I think it's disingenuous with Dennis Schroeder to not expect that once those comments initially went viral. You know what I mean? Like I said, these comments actually, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, came before the gold medal game. So you making these comments, Dennis Schroeder, you buying into the talking points of the media, and not just the media overseas, the media here. The media here fell into the hype. And granted, Europe is better. Basketball is better around the world. But then you got to be careful when you're using certain words like IQ compared to entertainment, especially when it's directed at black players, I feel like. Like I said, we had people here on our home soil rooting for Team USA to lose. And I spoke on this before. Half of that crowd was because they don't like LeBron James and they view Team USA as Team LeBron. But another half of that crowd is because of a straight optic standpoint. Them seeing 5 white players on a court in a Serbia. Them seeing 5 black players on a court in a Team USA. And disguising it as fandom for Jokic. When in all reality, how is it fandom for Jokic? You got random fans in Boston or a random fan in Dallas, Texas, rooting for Nikola Jokic to beat Team USA. But yeah, I'm gonna open it up for you guys, man. What other thoughts you got on this? That's my take, bro.
Hey, Moose, just to piggyback off that real quick, because I'm gonna mute up because I gotta get my kids ready. Man, the funny thing about Dennis Schroeder saying that is I was trying to find a clip to send it to you or post it in the chat or something where this dude done gave credit to players and coaches that were, some of which was on this damn on this Team USA, saying that they got high basketball IQ and giving them credit for their basketball knowledge and things of that nature. And I'm like, this dude, like, that's what, like, when I look at him saying certain things, it's coming from a standpoint of, Dan, I wouldn't say shock value, but again, some of what he said, he just worded it incorrectly. But because, like, if you look at it this way, right, when you look at the Olympics and look at a lot of how they play, it reminds me of Greg Popovich-led Spurs, where it's like team camaraderie, team chemistry, team play is going to win us the gold and win us everything we need to do. But in the league, you know, obviously now that things have changed, it's a matter of where you need that high basketball IQ and obviously a ton of individual skill set and talent to be able to either win a championship or compete at the highest level. And that's what you're seeing right now. But when you look at Greg Popovich and I'm giving that analogy and people probably looking like, what is he talking about? look at the way that the Spurs played when they had team success, bro. It was literally team oriented basketball. There wasn't one particular person that truly dominated the ball. When you looked at Serbia playing, you obviously you had Jokic, what they knew they were going to get from, but little, you know what I'm saying, Bogdan Bogdanovic was out there doing what? He was infusing a little bit of what he learned and how he sees the NBA playing, while at the same time trying to keep it in FIBA or Olympic style type of basketball, which is stick to the game plan and play as a team. But he couldn't resist that urge of three to the dome to Melo and shouting out Melo for that. And Melo even said, like, there's no beef. Like, he's getting, like, him and Bogdan got plenty of love, but what it did was it triggered Team USA because they thought he was disrespecting Melo. And we all know great competitors only need an inch in order for them to take it a mile and understand that competitive gear gonna get kicked up a notch. And so it's like when I looked at it and I was just seeing it, bro, I'm like, yeah, this is Olympic style play, reminds me of the San Antonio Spurs. But for Dennis Schroeder, it's like we all keep saying, dude was tripping. He should have thought how to re-articulate that correctly and just said that European basketball is based more so off of team camaraderie, team chemistry, and following the game plan of the game scheme versus how Team USA can do the exact same thing, or they can get into some let's go ahead and destroy the mismatches that we have because they have the physical capability and skill sets to do that. A lot of those European players don't have that ability to break, you know what I'm saying, break either a high
when a play's not
defender.
called.
Yeah, they don't have that ability to do with a Kobe or with a Kyrie or a Steph or a Clay or not Clay, KD. They don't have that ability, bro. Like, you can see when it came down to that, they was going to Jokic, trying to work through him. They was trying to go to Bogdan, but Bogdan shooting threes like he's Steph. It was like you could see how they start, like Team USA got them on their heels, start buckling down on defense and forcing them to try and play one-on-one basketball. And that's what got Team USA in the game, and that's what took over the game. And that's how they ran away with it because Serbia couldn't do what Team USA could do. Plain and simple.
Yeah, absolutely. And to add on to that, right? I get what Dennis Schroeder was trying to do or trying to say. He was trying to pander to the European media. He was trying to lift up not only his country that he plays for with Germany, but also lift up these other European countries. I get it. But when you go into words or even undertones like IQ compared to entertainment and, you know what I mean, coaching IQ, player IQ, you're really obviously taking a shot at the players on the other end, in this case being Team USA, their IQ. You're really undermining their ability to think, their ability to play a cerebral game of basketball.
I just want to say this real quick. I think.
But let me ask a question though. Let me ask a question real quick.
Go ahead,
Kevin. I just think the way that he said, the way that he phrased the statement was massively incorrect. I think anybody that thinks that some of these all of these players that was on Team USA this past year or any year has, no IQ and it's just all entertainment. I think that speaks lower about, the Europeans on how much we dominated them over going on like 3 decades now. But I don't think that he meant it in that way. I think he was using that that time to big up the Europeans in the sense of speaking of their IQ, because I do think there should be more praise towards the Europeans for how they still find a way to dominate, even in the greatest league in the world, in the NBA, with primarily their IQ, because we know for the Jokic's, the Sabonises, the Senguns, the Lukas, it's not athleticism, it's their IQ.
I don't necessarily think it's IQ, it's skill. So if you're gonna come out and say, okay, like we are more fundamental based, or you know what I mean, we have made advancement in our skill compared to where we were around the 92 Olympics, and we are more skilled, we have more athletes than we did in previous years, and you want to speak to the advancement of European basketball.
You don't think
you could go that route, but
you don't think Moose, you don't think the players that I named being able those primary four excelling in the league because of their ability to make advanced reads compared to your average NBA player. You don't think that that's IQ? You think that that's skill?
I mean, I believe it's IQ. There's IQ involved, but I'm not going to attribute their success 100% to IQ. These guys have skills.
Oh yeah, nobody's saying 100%. Just like it's not 100% for American NBA players. That
Okay,
is all on athleticism. But it is a large portion. I think we can agree there, right? It's a large portion.
Yeah, but then my issue is when you highlight that in a comparison or a contrast to on the other end of the spectrum, it being entertainment, you're basically implying that you guys have a far better IQ when it comes to the game of basketball. It's not that it doesn't become that you're bigging up European basketball now. It becomes you're taking a shot at USA basketball players.
And I agree. And that's the part of his statement that is unequivocally disrespectful and wrong.
Yeah, you could have bigged up European basketball. You could have bigged up the advancement that European basketball has made without trashing or throwing a shot at Team USA. And then when Kevin Durant throws a shot back after winning gold, you can't get caught up in your feelings.
But let me ask y'all,
you can make your choice. You can say whatever you want to say, but you can't pick your consequences. Don't be salty when Kevin Durant is rubbing it in your face now, saying this is IQ and entertainment, and he has the gold medal to prove it.
Agreed.
Well, let me ask y'all a question. Because this is where it all comes down to in regards with skill and IQ. Do y'all believe, right, if you take Serbia and you leave just Serbia as it is, and you put Serbia against regular teams in the NBA, how many times? What is y'all percentage y'all think that Serbia would beat regular teams in the NBA on a regular basis without having that dream team together, that team that we just put to the USA? You just put Serbia or you put France against just regular NBA teams without all the athleticism that Serbia.
They're a lottery team.
Okay, but you don't think you don't time out. You don't think time out. You don't think time out. You don't think you don't think that Serbia will whoop majority of these teams in the NBA on a regular daily basis? Basis. 82 yeah, through 82 games.
Outside of the top 5 teams in the NBA, everybody
Serbia would. Serbia would wax them, bro.
Especially from the middle of the pack to the lottery teams.
Serbia would wax them.
You guys believe Serbian national team? You guys believe Serbian national team is the top tier NBA team or a playoff team?
Hell yes! Hell yes! What are we talking about?
Over 82 games. Over 82 games.
Listen, you got to be. And this is what we're saying. This is what we're saying when it comes to fundamentals. And because let me tell you something, younger teams are not fundamental like that. They will get schooled by Serbia. Okay? Do not listen. This is what we're saying. Like, the NBA has skill and it has athleticism, but when it comes to that fundamental style of play, that's what what Old Boy just said. It's like seeing European bunch of Greg Popovich teams. And Greg Popovich teams, you give them the right player regardless of who's on the team. Okay? And that's what we're saying. Serbia would come here and win regardless against a majority of these teams. They don't have the fundamentals. They don't have the IQ because they're so into ISO ball. And you see that on a regular daily basis. They would get whooped by most. You are tripping if you don't think.
Let me remind you guys, right? Let me remind you guys, the FIBA game and the NBA game is different.
True.
It's different.
But it's not different by that much, okay?
You got different court dimensions.
It's not different by that much.
Listen, it's a different game. You got different court dimensions.
So
you got a different basketball. You got different lengths in time. Bro, for you guys to think that Serbian national team is just going to come to the NBA and be a successful playoff team, run through teams in the NBA on an 82-game basis. Nikola Jokic is not playing 46 minutes a night. He's not playing 46 minutes a night in the NBA. He was playing 30 and 39 of the 40 minutes in FIBA. That's not going to happen over a course of 82 games.
But Nikola Jokic still got 3 MVPs. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? He doesn't matter how many he plays, how long he plays. Nikola Jokic still got 3 MVPs.
We talking about what I'm saying. Season, NBA style of play, bro. NBA rules, NBA court, NBA basketball.
Nikola still got 3 MVPs. Nikola Jokic still got 3 MVPs though. Nikola Jokic still got 3 MVPs though. With our style of play, our basketball, you bring them boys over here, they will adapt just the way Nikola did. So what are you talking about?
I understand that, but you're looking at the whole Serbian national team.
So if you understand that,
5 Nikola Jokic's that's going to be on the court.
Listen, you give them 82 games and you let them adjust, they will wax. I'm not changing my standpoint, bro.
Pat Bev is in Europe right now and signed a deal to be a #1 option. Pat Bev, who nobody wanted to sign in the NBA.
First of all,
what are we talking about?
Pat Bev is out of the NBA. Pat Bev is out of the NBA. Okay, time out.
Guys that can't get a contract in the NBA go to Europe and become league MVPs. What are we talking about?
So because we got people over here in Europe that's coming over here and becoming league MVPs.
The Serbian national team is just gonna come through and be a top seed playoff contender.
Okay, so
gonna be a top playoff team.
If you give
season, in a 6-game span, they are playing Nikola Jokic 39 out of 40 minutes.
So let me ask you, you get like best of 7. Okay, let me ask you a question. Best of 7. Houston Rockets versus Serbia. Who do you have? Best of 7 series. You are a lie, bro. You are a lie, bro. Okay, that's a false opinion. Okay, I'm telling. Okay, that is a false. Okay, you can believe that. You can believe that.
With a coach like Ime Udoka and that coaching staff, NBA players playing NBA style, accustomed to that game, to that ball. You want to transplant this Serbian national team with different rules, different court dimensions, and a crew that was only going 7 deep. You think that is going to last over 82 games and then a playoff and then no, bro.
I just gave you. I just said 7. I just gave you best of 7. I just told you best of 7. I just told you best of 7. If you put best of 7. Best of 7, Serbia versus Houston Rockets, you are out of control to think that Houston is beating Serbia, okay? Because if you think about it, best of 7 series, they're only going how many deep? If you think playoff teams, how many deep they go up in a playoff team? They're only going about like 8, 9 deep, maybe that. So you're still getting the same amount of people on the Serbia side as you're getting on the Houston Rockets side. If you put best of 7, I'm okay.
You're not basing that off of NBA game if they're going to be playing an NBA playoff series.
I'm saying best of 7. Everybody knows anybody in an NBA, they're automatically their roster gets cut deep. That's a known fact. Okay, you're talking a known fact. So you're talking about a cut deep roster. Okay, 7 games. That's all I'm saying. 7 games. You put
wins, bro.
They won't win. Okay. I understand. That's your view. That I have my view, and my view is saying that a European team is going to beat Houston Rockets or Portland Trailblazers. They're going to beat them best out of 7. They're going to They may struggle with our Orlando team, but like I said, the top 5 teams,
Struggle with an
maybe.
Orlando team. Come on, bro. Now you being
Wait, they gonna
disrespectful
struggle
to
with
the
our Orlando
NBA,
team, but
bro.
they gonna beat Houston. All right.
You think a Serbian national team transplanted into the NBA, playing an NBA team, is going to struggle against the Orlando Magic in a playoff series?
Only reason why I'm saying they're struggling against Orlando because Orlando's younger. Orlando's already been
Y'all sipping this.
Orlando is younger.
Sipping that European juice, bro. Y'all sipping that European juice.
Orlando is the much better version of South Sudan.
Casual, come on, man. Come
What?
on.
Orlando
Come on, bro.
Carroll, Franz Wagner,
Come
Jalen
on.
Suggs, like they have.
Who do you have on that South Sudan team that compares to a Paolo Banchero?
Wait, no, I just said they're more advanced South Sudan.
Advanced team. Okay, so who do you compare? Anybody on that South Sudan team? Who is comparable? Who is the comp to Paolo Banchero?
I'm saying long and lengthy wings. They having a plethora of those. The Orlando Magic has that same case.
There's difference.
But
There's a difference.
much better.
There's a difference. There's a Paolo Banchero. There's nobody on South Sudan that's comparable to a Paolo Banchero.
Moose. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying South Sudan and Orlando have the same makeup of a roster structure, but Orlando has the much better, I repeat, much better talent.
And that's what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to, talent and game. And I'm telling you, you put a 7-game series. It's not about sipping nothing, bro. Like you're failing to realize majority of the best players that are in the league right now, the top 5 of them are European. What are you? They're not even the U.S.
Because they are top players overall. They are top players overall. But you're mean to tell me. You meaning to tell me.
So let me ask you a question. Where are we getting our talent from? All top talent now are coming from European countries. The top drafts are European. All our talent
in the NBA.
It's only a minority now. It's only a minority now, but you give it like 10 more years, it will not be a minority. This is what I'm saying.
So speak to that 10 years from now. Don't speak to it because it didn't happen yet. I'm telling you right now, that Serbian team, bro. Look at South Sudan. I'm glad Casual brought up South Sudan and said Orlando is a more athletic and they have better players, but they are comparable to a South Sudan, bro. You got Wayne and Gabriel. He is out the league, halfway out the league.
Listen, I ain't got nothing on Wayne and Gabriel. I said what I said.
Mario Shayok has been stuck in the G League.
Why are you comparing
bro,
the
just
exact
listen to me.
players?
I done listened to y'all, bro. I done listened to y'all with y'all crazy takes, bro. I'm gonna talk, bro. I'm gonna talk. You bringing up South Sudan, you bringing up Serbia. Mario Shayok cannot make the NBA, has not made the NBA yet. Carly Jones, G League MVP, has not made an NBA roster yet. The NBA game is different from FIBA.
Let me ask you a question.
You guys are basing your take on what you've seen in FIBA, with the FIBA game, with the FIBA ball, with the FIBA rules, with the FIBA court.
So let me ask you a question.
We are talking about the NBA game, 82-game season, bro.
So let me ask you. Okay. If that's the case, let's switch it then. Let's put the Houston Rockets, Serbia on FIBA rules. Who's winning?
A FIBA game is different.
Answer the question. 7 games. I asked you.
You asked me a question. You want me to answer it or not?
Go ahead. Answer.
If you transplant an NBA team right now into FIBA, in a FIBA game, FIBA rules right now, of course, FIBA is going to have the advantage.
How are they going to? Why would they have the advantage? Why would they? How can they have?
It's their rules.
Oh my goodness! You're not making no sense.
It's their chemistry with playing that.
You're not making no sense then. You're not making no sense then. You're not making no sense then. Because if that's the case, let me explain. If that is the case,
that these are two different games with 2 different basketballs, with 2 different preparations, 2 different court dimensions,
Oh my
2
goodness!
different rules.
If that is
You
the
being
case, then
nasty
if
right
that
now,
is the
bro.
Bro,
case,
I'm
if
not.
that is
Y'all
the
being
case,
real nasty, bro.
if that is the case, just listen. If that is the case, all that you said, then the U.S. should never win. Then the U.S. goes over there, beats FIBA, wins FIBA all the time.
Why?
What are we talking about?
Why?
What are we
Why,
talking about?
Pharaoh? Why?
It doesn't matter. It
Why?
doesn't.
With the
Why?
lack of preparation, with the lack of chemistry, the talent rises to the top because we are just superior talent-wise when it comes to sending a Team
And we
USA over
Then
there.
if that's the case, then if that's the case, then the Houston Rocket team with all the talent that
If
they
Team
have should be able to
USA,
go to
if Team
FIBA
USA
and
has the
beat a
same
Serbia
chemistry,
team.
if Team USA has the same chemistry as these other European teams, if Team USA plays under FIBA rules for the length that these other European teams played for, when we play these European teams, the game would not even be close. None of these games would ever be close if we had the same time, the same continuity. If we played FIBA rules in America and these guys grew up playing FIBA rules, yes, but the NBA is a different game, the same way
Then
FIBA is a different game.
you
So
can't.
for you
Then
guys, it's
you
real
can't say.
disingenuous
Listen.
to
Then
just
you
say,
can't.
"Oh,
You
the
cannot say
Serbian
that.
national
You
team
cannot.
is a
Then you
playoff
cannot
team in the
say.
NBA with
You cannot.
NBA rules." No, bro, I'm
You
not buying
cannot
that, bro. I'm not
say
buying
that.
that.
You
I am
cannot.
not
You
buying that,
cannot
bro.
say. You cannot say. Okay, but you're contradicting yourself. You cannot
I'm
say that
not.
if the U.S. players grew up, that you cannot say if the U.S. players had all that time, they would be
No,
able
I'm
to
talking
beat
about playing in
Serbia. But you
the
can't.
FIBA game with FIBA rules. With
Okay,
come
FIBA
on,
rules.
bro. Like, you
Okay,
know what I'm saying? Don't
okay.
do that,
That's
bro.
what I'm
Don't do
saying.
that.
This is what I'm saying.
Don't do that.
If you cannot say that if USA grew up with the FIBA rules, that they would easily beat Serbia, and then on the same breath you're going to say that if Serbia grew up with the same rules as the U.S., that they can't beat U.S. That
No, we're
yo,
not
bro,
saying
the
grew
two
up in
can't
it. Come on,
exist.
bro. You
The
switching
two
my
can't
words up, man.
exist.
That is
The two
nasty,
can't
bro.
exist.
That is
That is
nasty, bro.
contradicting
That is
yourself, bro.
nasty
That's
work,
what
You're
bro.
you
That is
said
contradicting
you
nasty
do.
yourself.
work, bro. That is
Thank
nasty
you.
work.
That's what you. I'm
You
not
guys
even.
are
Listen.
saying right now. No. We're gonna clarify this, bro. Y'all not gonna flip flop from y'all takes and move the goalposts. You guys are saying right now.
No,
This is y'all original take. Y'all said right now you take the Serbian national team and drop them in the NBA. You guys said they will be a playoff team. Not only will they be a playoff team, if they were to face a team like a Houston in a 7-game series, you're picking Serbia. That is disingenuous, bro. That is disingenuous.
It's not disingenuous
because you guys are basically saying I can't bring up the fact that the NBA is a different game. I can't bring up the fact that there's different rules, there's different court dimensions, there's a different basketball.
Moose.
But you're acting like people cannot adjust, though. I said it. I'll stand on what I said. You're acting like people cannot adjust. You're acting like people cannot adjust.
Without no chemistry, with only 2 week training camp.
Let me lay my case flat on
Go ahead.
surface
Go ahead.
so that you can understand me perfectly. When he asked the question, what would Serbia beat the NBA team if put in the NBA today?
You got playback on somebody's mic, man.
You got playback on somebody's mic, man. I'm hearing that echo. Oh, that's zeros. That's zeros. What I said was if you put them in the NBA, they would beat the mid to bad teams. So the Atlanta Hawks all the way to the Charlotte Hornets, the Detroit Pistons, they would whoop those teams. Against the top 5 teams, they have no chance. Against the Boston Celtics, the Oklahoma City Thunder, the Minnesota Timberwolves, in this theory, it would be Jokic on Jokic. So it would be Serbia, Jokic versus Denver Nuggets, Jokic. So I don't even know. Like, we would have to get into discussion on how that would even work in this hypothetical. But outside of those teams, they would have an opportunity against pretty much anybody else. That's my statement. Because even with your point about hold on, Zero, mute up.
You still got playback, man.
You still echoing. Yeah. Even with your point about if they about the I think you said something about the way that the court is set up in the NBA is far more spaced out than in the Olympics. that would work again. That would work. Your argument would be valid for the teams that actually are actual threats on the perimeter on a rather consistent basis. The problem is, and that's what we saw this past season, it ain't that many niggas that's that much of a floor spacer that's going to create that much damage for Serbia. It's not. And so when we get to the point of where they're gonna actually have to run a competent offense, I'm sorry, but that is the problem with some of these bottom feeders of teams in the NBA, is they still have not grown a concept of running a competent offense around their star. Serbia, whether it's in the Olympics or whether it's in the NBA, they have a competent offense ran around one of the best playmakers we have ever seen in our lifetime. And so that is why they can have a chance against anybody outside of the top 5 of the league. Everybody else, it's up for grabs.
That's crazy. That is
It's
crazy.
really not.
Hey, I got a quick question.
Can you guys pull up that Serbian roster?
Hey, Moose, while they do that, I just got a quick question.
Names, bro.
Or can you hear me?
Bro, I can hear you.
Okay, my bad. I ain't meaning to interrupt you. I just wanted to jump in real quick. So for the casual and zero, I think I can understand a little bit where y'all coming from and what y'all saying. I guess my question would be, are y'all thinking about how the San Antonio Spurs played that Serbia team could kind of copy that same team mantra and have the same success with, I would say, with a coach Pop, or y'all talking about just with their whole staff that they have, like roster and coaching staff coming to the NBA, substituting them in?
I'm assuming we're saying the same rotational concepts, the same structure of rotations, and and you know the same personnel. I'm just going off of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you said that. Now, with that same personnel that Serbian national team had in the Olympics, I want you to look at minute distribution.
Okay. And
I want you to look at the talent of that entire roster. I want you to look at that team, that entire team, where they had NBA players as well. They had a Nikola Jovic, they had a Misic, they had Bogdanovic. The rest of those guys on there, you think they're competing with the rest of the guys that's on NBA rosters for the most part, outside of the top 5 teams, like you stated. When you're talking about minute distribution, look at the minutes and the rotations that Serbia played. Does that last over 82 games? No, that can't last over 82 games.
Well, I mean, the rotational structure, I mean, the minutes probably would be adjusted.
Exactly. Now, when you take that into consideration,
the Olympics is like what, 40 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Compared to 48 minutes. So it would be obviously like that would adjust, but what the rotational lineups that were getting pushed out is what I'm referring to.
Okay, and exactly. They was going only what, 8 deep at most, at best? Serbia was going
like 8 or 9.
So you're telling me that rotation of 8 players that they have throughout an 82-game season in the NBA game, that team is lasting all 82 and is going to be comparable to the NBA teams outside of the top 5?
Moose.
So the top 3 seeds in the East, the top 3 seeds in the West, or whatever, however you want to put it, top 3 and top 2, however you want to.
Most teams in the NBA run a 8 or 9.
I know
9-man rotation. Okay,
I know.
So
you're basically saying outside of Jokic, outside of Bogdanovic, outside of Misic, outside of Jovic, the NBA players that are already in the NBA from that Serbian national team, the rest of their rotation that is going to play is better than rotational players for NBA teams that are ranked 6th best in the league, 7th best in the league, 8th best in the league, 9th best in the league, 10th best in the league. Those are playoff teams still in the NBA. I am not buying that. If Pat Bev, hold on. If Pat Bev could go to Europe and become the number 1 guy on this team and get a bag thrown at, if guys like Andre Brown or could go overseas in a top Europe league and he can't get an NBA contract, but could be an MVP out there, Come on, man. You guys are sipping this. You guys are sipping this European juice, man.
Hold on,
you guys are discrediting NBA players, NBA talent, bro.
Moose.
It's the NBA. This is the best league in the world. This is the best league in the world. It's the same league. It's the same league where Micic for Serbia can't get off the bench for the Charlotte Hornets, bro.
Moose.
And this guy's going to be the fourth best player on Serbia, and he can't get off the bench for the Charlotte Hornets. Come on, bro. This is disingenuous.
Moose, can you hear me?
I can hear you, brother. I can hear you, brother.
Okay. Back in 2022, Carmelo Anthony was the talking point for a lot of podcasts because he was not in the league, even though he was coming off of a season of averaging 15, shooting 38% from three. Right? Did you or did you not feel like Carmelo Anthony was more talented than some of the bottom players on the rotation in the NBA?
Of course.
Okay, so by you agreeing that is the case, because I feel that way as well, you by default understand, you have admitted that you understand that just because you're not in the NBA does not therefore mean
that's not my point. That's not my point. Don't do that. That's not my point.
No, because I'm leading you to the original point. The original point, when asked this question by Zero, was, did we feel as if Serbia, with the way that they utilize their players, with their rotational ideology, with the system that they had in place built around arguably the best player in the world in Nikola Jokic, did we feel as if they could go to the NBA and be able to beat the NBA teams? And so when I ask you this question again, please do not mention about how these players are not in the NBA.
I see what you're doing.
Yo,
I see what you're doing.
I'm mad that you don't even.
Disingenuous as hell.
No,
and I'm not buying. I don't care what you guys try to sell me. I am not buying that a Serbian national team, as currently constructed with Serbian coaching, those guys come to the NBA and are better than 90% of the NBA teams, and the only teams better than them are the top 5 teams in the NBA.
Then you are doing disingenuous to basketball itself. You are being disingenuous to basketball itself, and I'm gonna explain to you why. Because obviously, if you don't see what just happened in the Olympics, it literally took the greatest players to come together and be great at the right time to win these games. They were about to lose to
off a 2-week preparation.
It doesn't matter though. We are still would you let me explain? It's not like none of these players have not played international Olympic games before. The only person that's never played, the Olympics, but he still played FIBA, was Curry. All these players know the rule. They all know basketball. Basketball is basketball at the end of the day. There's only 1 or 2 things that are different from the European than us. One is the goaltender rule, and it's more physical. Those are the only 2 things, and a 3-second defense. Those are the only 3 major things. 3 major things that affect the game. Other than that, from a viewer's point, it's the same damn game. And I'm telling you, you put those teams, you put a Serbia team. Forget, and like I said, let's do the 82 because you want to look at the bench. You're missing the point. Okay. So look. Let's just do 7 games. Like I said, 7 games. 7 games. If you really believe that a young Houston Rocket team or a young Trailblazer team could go against a professional team that's been playing together, know each other, and come out and win, you're doing a disingenuous to basketball itself. Okay?
You're crazy for that. You're crazy for that. I
can't be. You want me to tell you? You want me to tell you why? You want me to tell you why I'm not crazy? You want me to tell you why I'm not crazy? I'm gonna tell you why I'm not crazy. Because I'm gonna tell tell you why I'm not crazy. You want me to tell you why I'm not crazy? I'm gonna tell you why I'm not crazy, because I'm not the only person that thinks this in the same room, in the same conversation. Oh boy, I don't know his name, is saying exactly what I am saying. So I can't be crazy.
You're not crazy for that take?
So it can't be because if it was a crazy, it would be my own take. But for somebody else to outside seeing seeing the same thing, because I guarantee you. Okay, so let me ask you a question. So anybody else that says that, okay, so let me ask you a question. So anybody else, it doesn't make it. It can't be. It's not crazy. It's not crazy, but it could be a realistic. That's what we're saying. It could be realistic.
Reality and it can be is two different things, man. Let me respond to that, right? Right? Because at the end of the day, like you said, there's an echo, man. I need somebody to mute that mic, man. There's an echo. You're being disingenuous because you do realize this collection of Team USA basketball. This is their first time playing with each other. I can't hear myself talk, man. Somebody got to mute their mic. Bro. Somebody got to mute either the stream or their mic. You're forgetting that Team USA was these collections of Team USA basketball players. This is their first time playing together. This is their first time playing together. And not only was it their first time playing together, they had less time to get acclimated with each other than all the rest of these teams. The Germany team that showed up at the Olympics is the same exact Germany team that won gold at the FIBA World Championships the year before. They got senior programs, they got junior programs. These guys have played together, for the most part, their entire lives when it came to the national team. On every stage, whether they were 12 years old, 13, under 18, under 19, under 16, now the men's senior national team, they have played together. Most of them have played together with the same coaches, the same system. You look at France, same thing. Who was the coach of France national team? It was Victor Wembanyama's club coach when he was playing in France. For that club, the 90 Tours, whatever they're called. It's the same exact coach. These South Sudan guys, they surprised a lot of you guys. But this is a program they've been building. And since they've been building that program, it's been the same guys. Australia, same thing. So now you're looking at Team USA and saying, oh, Team USA won, but look at all these European teams and they didn't blow them all out. And you're looking at that. You're comparing a team that has been together their entire lives, playing for the same coaches that they've been playing for the entire time, playing the same system with the same playbook their entire lives, to a group of guys who've never played with each other before and had a week and a half training camp. And you're skewing the results from that to think that a European national team, a Serbian national team, can come to the NBA in an NBA game with the same game, same coach, same rotation, and be better than 25 teams in the NBA. To me, that is crazy.
Then why is it that we need to send our best players over to these Olympics? You are making no sense.
Because we only have a week and a half to get together.
We can send anybody though.
Oh
we can send anybody though. If we are that good, and this is what I'm saying, if the US is that good, we should be able to send anybody. We should not need LeBron. We should not need Durant. We should not need Curry. We don't need none of them. If we're that good, this is our sport. No matter what, this is our sport. That's why we're that good. That's why we keep winning. It doesn't matter how long we take. We take 2 weeks, get the best players, and we win. But you cannot sit there and say that you're going to take. You cannot sit there and say you're not sitting there. You're devaluing TK. You're devaluing. You're devaluing team chemistry. You're
all of those aspects of
You're
basketball,
devaluing.
bro.
You're
Don't do
devaluing chemistry. You're devaluing chemistry. You're devaluing chemistry to tell me. You're devaluing chemistry to tell me that a team that's played together. When you put a Houston Rocket team that's got rookies, people that got just to the team but probably got traded, you're telling me that a team that's played together, you're gonna put it. The Rockets are basically put together them damn self. They got rookies, they got new people. You're telling me that a team that's played together for their majority of their time versus the Rockets, a team that just got put together, that Rockets team is going to beat that team? Who's really being disingenuous now?
You are. You definitely are. Look at that Rockets. Look at that Rockets team. Hold on.
We gotta chill on.
Look at that Rockets team.
We gotta chill on Houston like Houston ain't like that. All right.
Okay, not even Houston. Okay, Portland Trailblazers. Who's the worst team? Who's the worst of the worst team? Give me the worst of the worst team. You're telling me that the worst. Okay, I'm bringing up teams that aren't in the top 5. Houston is not in the top 5. So let's go to the bottom tier. Let's go to the last team. Who's the last team in the league last year? You're telling me that last.
It was either Detroit or Charlotte.
So you're telling me Detroit is going to beat Serbia out of 7?
Hell no.
Exactly. And he can't even say nothing.
Echo, bro. You guys are now moving the goalpost. Can you guys admit that you are now moving the goalpost? I'm going off of what you guys said. Hold on, let me talk.
I said a team. I said a team.
Bro. Y'all did all the talking. Hold on. Time out, bro. We is not going to do that. You guys brought up a specific argument, used a specific NBA team. Outside of that NBA team, you guys said outside of the top 5, this Serbian national team could beat anybody in the NBA on a 7-game series standpoint after 82 games. I let you guys use that 7-game series talking point after I killed you guys' point by bringing up 82 games of NBA basketball. Now, time out here. You don't think these guys have to make an adjustment, Serbia, to the NBA game? Playing NBA rules?
Yes.
How many members on the team played in the NBA outside of those 4? None. No, we're not about
but
to
it doesn't matter. It can be done.
You
can listen.
I'm not letting you guys disrespect the NBA. The preparation it takes to be successful.
That's on you, bro. That's on you. That's on you, bro. What? Let me tell you something. Preparation.
That's why
preparation.
I'm not gonna let y'all do
the preparation.
That, disingenuous.
Yo. If you think that the USA teams prepare harder than are more mentally stable or prepare harder than those teams overseas, you are wrong, bro.
You guys take my words and twist it. I'm not gonna let you do that, Zero. Listen to my words, pay attention to my words, and argue the points I'm making. Do not continue to move the goalpost every time I trash y'all's points.
So what's the point that you're trying to? Let me ask you a question. But what's your point what are the points that you're trashing? Bring up every point that you're trashing. I specifically said they could beat the bottom tier teams. We want to put 82 games in. You want to bring all the rosters in.
To be honest, Moose, you the one that's bringing up the 7-game shit. Nobody said 7 games.
Y'all brought it up. Zero brought it up after I said over 82 games. Casual, don't do that. Don't lie on me, bro.
I didn't.
Zero brought up the 7-game series.
Listen. Okay.
Zero brought up
but the
the
question,
7-game series.
but the original question was. The original thing was. The original question, the original topic was, the original thing was you asked, the original thing The original topic was if a Serbia team could come into the league and beat an NBA team. I said they could beat an NBA team, the bottom top 5 teams. You want to bring in 82 games, fine. If you want to bring in the 82 games things, I didn't bring in the 82 games, you did. But I said 7 games. I said 7 games. Out of a 7-game series, you put Houston and you put Serbia.
Because
And
the
if you
reason
think,
I brought up 82 games,
okay, then don't bring it up
you
because I
guys
didn't bring it
said,
up then. I didn't bring it
you
up then, and I
guys,
don't want you to bring it up. But
bro,
I just
hold
said
the
a
fuck up.
game.
Hold the fuck
I
up.
just
Hold
said
the
a
fuck
game.
up. Hold
You
the
the one
fuck up,
bringing
bro.
up.
We was not about to do that.
You
Hold the fuck up,
you
bro.
brought up
Hold the fuck
82
up, bro. We
games.
not
I don't
about to
need to
do
bring
that,
up
bro.
82 games.
You
I
not
just
about to
told you
do
7
that, bro.
games.
We
If
not
you
about to
think,
change the
if
facts
you
of
don't
y'all
think,
take.
if you don't think that
Y'all not about to
Serbia
keep
could,
changing the
oh,
facts
if
of
you don't
the
think,
points
okay,
y'all be making to try to move
this
the
is
goalposts,
okay.
continue to
Fuck
move
a
the goalposts.
goalpost. Fuck a
I'm using
goalpost. This is
y'all's
the
words.
point.
I'm responding to y'all's original take.
Then you
You
are
said
foolish.
Serbia
Then
could
you
come.
are
Hold on, bro.
foolish
Hold
to
on, bro.
think
Hold
that
on, bro.
Serbia
Because
can't
every
come
time
over
I
here
talk,
and
y'all
beat
cutting me off.
anybody team.
Y'all be letting y'all talk. I be muting myself, and it's my
Okay.
goddamn channel, bro. Let me talk the same way I let y'all talk on my channel and put myself on mute when y'all talking, bro. You literally said, can Serbia come over here and beat an NBA team? And I said, and you said there were going to be not only a good team, Casual brought up top 5 NBA teams. I literally said for them to even be in the playoffs, they have to go through an 82-game season based on it being an NBA game and the challenges that this Serbia team would face adjusting to the NBA game. They would not make the playoffs, let alone beat a playoff team. You brought up a 7-game series. You brought up the Houston Rockets. Then when I attacked that point, you changed the team from the Houston Rockets to what's one of the lower seeds in the NBA. Let's use Portland Trail Blazers for an example. You guys are being disingenuous to the NBA game, the coaches that the NBA has, the scouting that NBA has, the preparation it takes to play 82 games. You're not gonna bring a team over here that was built to compete for 6 games using the same rotation, guys playing max minutes because it's a 6-game tournament, and expect that production to continue over a span of 82 games against NBA athletes, against NBA coaching, against NBA scouting, let alone be better than the bottom 25 teams. No.
Okay, so look what you just said. Look what you said. Okay, Moose, look what you just said. Hold on. Let me just make it quick because I gotta go. Moose, look what you just said. When the original point was, I said that the Serbia team could come over here and beat an NBA team. You put in the 82 thing. Okay, let's take that out because my original point is not with 82 games. My original point, what it always has been, is that Serbia, you put them against the bottom tier teams, they will beat those teams. It doesn't matter. I don't need an 82. I just need 1 game. You put them in a 7-game series, I believe they could beat them in a 7-game series. That's my point. My point is that Serbia, let me reinstate this. Serbia will come over here, and if it's not the top 5 teams, they could beat them. Okay, that's my point. I don't care about an 82 season or 82 game. I don't give a fuck about all that. I'm just going on game per game. If you give me the best one-on-one game against Orlando, Houston, anybody up against the top 5 teams, Serbia will beat them. That is my point. I don't need 82 games. I just need 1 game. I just need 1. I don't need 82 games. I just need 1.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's all I need. And that's all I've been saying from the jump.
And I'm glad you said that, right?
I believe that when they come over here, they could beat any team other than the top 5 just 1 time. That's all I need.
All right. So example of one of those teams, right? Let's use the Los Angeles Clippers of last year.
They were top 5 in the league.
They were a top 5 team in the league. The Los Angeles Clippers? No, they were not.
Yes, they were.
They were not.
They were.
When you add
I'm looking at the ranking
together,
right. I'm looking at the ranking right now. I'm looking at the ranking right now, Moose. It was Boston, OKC, Denver, Minnesota, and then the Clippers. They were top 5.
So the Clippers had a better record than the Knicks last year, right?
The Knicks had 50 wins. They were 1 game behind.
Okay, so let's use the Knicks from last year. You believe that Serbia national team beats a New York Knicks team, playoff team from last year, a healthy New York Knicks team. You believe Serbia beats them. Now it's cricket.
First of all, no, I'm speaking. How is it cricket? So you cut me off. So first of all, they weren't healthy last year. That was a whole problem. So I'm going to take the team that was playing in the playoffs last year, not a healthy team. And yes, I will still take them. Yes, I will still take them because when they wasn't healthy, and 2, I would still take them because they play more X's and O's. They're not all ISO heavy. And that is what we talk about when we come to the fundamentals. Fundamentals will always beat out ISO heavy.
I might take the Knicks.
Y'all crazy. I'm going to shut up now. I'm going to shut up. Just after that, I'm going to shut up.
That's a fair question. Well, two things. Zero. Please close your YouTube or your extra tab or something, bro. You've been on echo for like the last hour.
It's still echoing, bro.
That's crazy. Second thing is too, first of all, salute y'all. I'm here to turn y'all shaky takes almost 30. But I'll be honest with you, Moose. I'm gonna give you a honest answer, and then I'm just gonna start trolling for the rest of the show because I kind of warned you about this way of thinking, man. Now,
we're
from
not
a literal
doing that, Sturdy. Go ahead, though.
Hey. From a literal standpoint, if you're saying, because any team, I don't care what team they are in NBA history, they can get beat one time in the regular 2-game season. So for clarification, are you saying in the 7-game series or just 1 game throughout the regular season?
No, sir. I'm not saying either one.
Whoever making that point. Whoever made that point.
What was originally stated, right? What was originally stated was that the Serbian national team can come over here, be a playoff team, and win playoff series. And I said, you guys, over an 82-game season, the way Serbia's national team is set up and the way they played in a 6-game tournament is not going to last the duration of an NBA season. So they said take the NBA season out of it and make it a 7-game series and use a team like the Houston Rockets, for example. And I still said no.
Wait, but Moose,
if you're playing on an NBA court,
why did you make it into 82? Why did you make it into 82 again?
I couldn't hear you, bro. You said what?
I said, why did you make it into 82 again?
Because obviously, for a team to make the playoffs, they would have to play 82 games, right?
Yeah, but if we're saying that we would take them against like we're just saying the NBA in whole, so that includes teams that didn't even make the postseason. So why would we make it into a 7-game series playoff setting when we're just talking about?
I didn't bring up the 7-game series, brother. Zero brought
no,
up
but I'm saying you did bring up the 82 though, correct?
Bro, the reason why I said 82 because he said they will come over here, make the playoffs. So when you say make the playoffs,
I don't know if I
implying that they played 82 games.
I didn't hear him say make the playoffs.
Yeah, that's what he said, bro. That's why I went at it. Go ahead, Sturdy.
So
I want to hear your. I want to hear your.
Man, I wish. Now that I figured out that it was Moose's original point. I mean, Zero original point. I will ask Zero what conference then. I'm just hypothetical. That definitely matters.
Yeah, he left. He left. He's not on here.
To benefit our argument. To benefit our argument, Eastern Conference. Eastern Conference.
Now
that's nasty, casual.
This is not my first time. This is not my first time. Me and Moose had a conversation about how good this Serbia team in hypothetical situation. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna continue that thought process that was displayed to me of that conversation, and based off that logic of that conversation, why not? Why wouldn't this Serbia team have success in the regular season if they have the capability of beating a very talented team like the Dream Team? Why not? This team has the reigning MVP. That team has fantastic continuity, just how Moose illustrated early in this stream. And then how Zero pointed out, they have a style of play offensively that actually is conducive to the regular season. See, the regular season benefits majority of the great offensive teams because because of the regular season, there's not a lot of preparation that you can dig into for your schemes defensively. And let's be honest, players don't give their best effort during the regular season. So because of these things, and we know that Serbia is a high-paced team, yeah, there's a chance, depending on the conference, that they can definitely make the playoffs. Why not? Jokic got his team to the playoffs before with a roster that was comparable. People forget.
Shit. Okay, yeah.
Hey, people forget. No, hey, Casual, my line. Like, people forget that G League roster. That G League roster when Jamal Murray was hurt, MPJ was hurt, when Austin Rivers was starting, they literally had 5 players come up from the G League. And
Shout out Campazzo.
Hey, Moose, these are facts. There was 5 players from the G League that came up, and the Nuggets still made the playoffs, bro. So why not? I was told this team is good enough to beat the dream team. So why would they not have a good chance of making the playoffs if they were not 82? And by the way, during the regular season, teams typically play 9 to 10 players just to get their teams to the playoffs. Then when it gets to playoffs, they play about 8 players.
I understand that, but back to their original point, they said
in the regular season,
rotations,
more teams play 8 or 9.
They said the same rotations.
10, but whatever.
They said the same rotations, the same team, same coach, same everything. And my whole thing is that Serbia team, that team at the Olympics is built for 6 games in the Olympics. The minutes distributions, the rotations are based on the Olympics. So when you see a Jokic playing 38 minutes, 39 minutes, whatever their case is, that's what he's playing because it's a shorter amount of games. You're maxing out your guys on minutes. Your rotations are what they are. Now, you transplant that over to the NBA. I personally don't expect the Jokic to be playing no 44 minutes a game throughout the regular season. I don't expect their rotations to be like that. Everything is going to change. You have to make an adjustment playing the NBA game, playing the NBA rules. Any NBA team is going to have the advantage over Serbia when it comes to that. When it comes to scouting, NBA coaching, like the example they used, the Houston Rockets, Coach Ime Udoka and his staff. You cannot devalue what the NBA is about and the talent that's in the NBA, the coaching that's in the NBA, the scouting that's in the NBA, the preparation that it takes to play 82 games, to make it to the playoffs. Bro, you're not going to tell me that team having to adjust to the NBA and what the NBA is about is just going to run through, in their words, 25 teams out of the league and is going to be the 6th best team in the NBA. That is disingenuous. That has been my whole argument.
Nah, Moose.
Hold on, 30. I'll let you.
No, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
I just gotta say this, and then because I'm gonna go into work.
Questions 30. Do you believe, based on what these guys said, their argument was, do you believe this Serbian national team could come to the NBA and over an 82-game season be a top 6 seed in the NBA, both conferences together? Serbia being the 6th best team in the NBA.
Nah, Moose. Moose. I'm gonna give you an honest strong answer.
Zero said, Casual. I'm just
no, Moose. I'm just trying to answer the question.
That's not what I said.
I'm trying to answer the question. Like I said, I'm giving you my mind. Remember, I gave you my mindset of why I'm about to answer this question now. Now, my mindset is this, Moose. If this same team that you said that can beat Dream Team, why would they not have success in the regular season? Why would they not? They have the 3-time based off their points. They have the coaching philosophy and the offensive system that's proven that have elements that can work in the NBA. They already have players that's proven that can be good in the NBA. They have 4 NBA players. And they have most importantly, they have, believe it or not, like, even if you ration it out, Jokic played about 35 minutes per game last season. If you'd ration it out, he's only going to play like 3 more minutes. So, like, if you play 38 minutes per game, he's able to still sustain that impact. So Moose, once again, bro, like, you know what I'm
Once
saying? Like,
again, bro.
if they can
Once
beat
again.
the dream team, I see why not they can not have success in
Bro,
the regular
that's not
season.
an 82 game situation. That's not an NBA situation. You're comparing
Yeah, but
oranges
you the
to
one that
apples. You're
put the
saying if
82 game
Serbia
in there.
could
That's
beat
not
the
what we
dream team,
asked.
why couldn't they come to the NBA today and be a top 6 team in the NBA, bro? Those are two different things, two different talking points, two different comparisons. The dream team is not an NBA team that plays in the NBA in 2024, bro. That is not the same situation. You can't say, oh, Moose, you think Serbia could beat the 92 dream team, but you don't believe Serbia could be a top 6 team in the current NBA. No. Okay, let's take a 7-seeded team like the Los Angeles Lakers. You telling me the Serbian national team is beating that Los Angeles Lakers team that was a playing team? No way. You're telling me
I don't
that
know. I
Serbian
don't know,
team
Moose.
is going
I
to
don't know.
beat a Dallas Mavericks that went to the NBA Finals? No way, bro. I'm
Now that
not
depends
doing
on
that. I'm
matchups.
not buying that, bro. I'm not buying
Now,
that. Their
now,
top four
Moose.
players, were Misic, Jokic, Jovic, and Bogdanovic.
See,
You put
Moose.
that team on an NBA roster, bro, with the rest of their Serbian national team, and you expect that to be what, a top 6 team? Come on, bro.
See,
You're
Moose.
gonna
Like I
kill
said,
Jokic
brother.
before the All-Star break. You're gonna kill
See, Moose.
Jokic before the All-Star
You're
break.
talking about
He was
Moose. You're
gassed
talking
in
about
the
the
Olympics,
name.
bro. Come on, bro.
Moose. You're talking about the names, brother. I'm talking about the game. Now, I
Bro,
know I
I'm
gave you the
talking about
dream
the
team.
game too, bro. A
Moose. I
fast-paced
get you, Moose.
NBA
Moose.
game with all these
Moose.
athletes, with all this talent, with all the best coaches, with all the best scouting, all of that stuff. Bro, come on, bro. Look at the rest of
But
that
Moose,
Serbian
I'm
roster,
being
bro. Matter of fact, let's look at the
Moose.
guys that's in the NBA. Misic plays for the Charlotte Hornets. Did you know he played for the Charlotte Hornets? How much minutes did he get when he was on Charlotte and OKC last year? You got
Probably
guys
like
like
3
Pat
minutes.
Bev. You got guys that Pat Bev that go over to teams in Israel and is the number 1 option. You got guys that can't get an NBA contract that go to the Euro League and become MVPs.
Yeah, but that's not
Let's
what
not
we're
do
talking
that,
about.
bro.
Moose, right now,
You guys
we're
are
talking about
discrediting
Serbia.
the NBA, the top league in the world. Stop doing that.
No,
Stop doing that.
Moose. The world has gotten better. I'm talking about Serbia.
Yes,
I'm
the
talking
world has
about,
gotten better. And I'm talking about Serbia. And I'm talking about Serbia because that was the
but
example that
Moose,
was
you gotta,
used. No way in hell is the Serbian national team a top 6 team in the NBA like these guys stated. No way.
Moose, you gotta let me glow, man. You gotta let me glow. I'm glowing. You gotta let me glow, man. Like you're trying to be like show enough. You let me glow for a second. Now, what I'm trying to say is simply, Moose. My honest troll answer. They do have to stop because the regular season is more conducive to offensive teams. Serbia do have shooters, and most importantly, they have an offensive system that promotes ball movement that's high paced in the half court. And they do have an MVP, arguably the best player in the world to most people on that team that's already proven to floor raise insignificant talent to the playoffs. So my honest troll answer is, one, we've seen Jokic elevate subpar talent to the playoff. That's a fact. We've seen the NBA, in today's NBA, the teams that typically make the playoffs are teams that are good offensively, which Serbia is, regardless of what league you put them in. And then lastly, that preparation thing that you just alluding to, that goes both ways. Because Serbia can also prep. Serbia gets the same amount of resources as other NBA players and teams does in the league as well. So that would help their preparation too. So my honest troll answer is I do believe they will have success in the 82 regular season for those reasons I said, in addition to the fact and the notion that they can beat the 92 Dream Team. That's all my reasons, brother. That's hey, Moose, Moose, I warned you. I warned you, bro. I warned you. But you didn't want to listen. And you
Bro, these
gotta
guys is
live with the
delusional,
bed that you made, bro.
Y'all is off the chain, bro. Y'all got me
This casual.
laughing today.
This how you troll on an intellectual level. That's like do it, man.
Yo, Sturdy, bro, you too much today. A1, man, holla at me, bro. Holla at me, man. We got Sturdy up here trolling and stuff, man, buying into this stuff, bro.
No, what's funny is me and Sturdy had a lot of the same mindset of thinking. I've been getting my kids ready this whole time, but I was like, there's so many talking points that I can literally get on here and say and mess with him on. But I was listening to Sturdy cook, man. That junk was funny as hell, man. I ain't gonna even lie. But like I said earlier, man, I think the true argument, if they want to say that, is just use the San Antonio Spurs as a prime example. They the leading candidates that you can use as an example of saying European basketball, but have an NBA players. It may have some success, or it may end up like what we're seeing right now, where you know what I'm saying they out there getting the doors blown off of them left and right. It's just all a matter of what players they got out there. Like that's the easy way I can put it.
Oh, and by the way,
flat out.
casual. Correct me if I'm wrong. In 2021, did the Nuggets get out the first round?
They did.
Or is that
They did
2022?
indeed. No. 21. They made it to the second round by beating
Oh my
Portland,
Moose. I'm
and
sorry,
they
bro.
lost. They
Jokers was
lost to
better.
Phoenix, who went to the finals.
Moose, man. I'm letting you know, real talk. This Serbia team is better than that 2021 Nuggets team. Because Joker is
Bro, you
better
doing
than
a
he
lot
was
of
in
capping,
2021.
You doing a lot
They
of
are,
capping.
bro. Moose. I don't think you recall how bad that 2021 Nuggets team was. I don't think
They
you
weren't
recall,
the
brother.
21 wasn't 21 wasn't that bad.
They
Remember,
were
21
horrible,
is the
casual.
no. You're thinking of 2022. 2022 was when Jamal
Oh,
Murray and MPJ got hurt.
okay, that's my bad.
21. Okay. So
My
then
bad.
this is the question: Moose. Who's better, MPJ or Bogdanovich?
Bro, we not about to do this, bro. 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 You know
No,
damn
but
well.
Moose, you think, but Moose, from
You
an
know
honest
damn
troll
well.
perspective,
Go ahead,
but
Sturdy.
Moose, from an honest troll perspective, you
An
don't see the
honest
logic if
troll
like
perspective is
if
crazy.
no real talk, you don't see real troll talk, like you don't see the perspective, right, of Joker floor raising a team that have 5 G League players and he only gotten better. Why would he not have success with a better team? If Serbia is a better team than that 2022 team, I don't care what you say, bro. I'm sorry, bro. They was
What makes them
that
better?
team was mingled because due to the injuries, like they starting power 4 was gone, they starting 3 was gone, they starting 1 was gone. They were so trampled in injuries most that year. Austin Rivers was getting significant starting minutes. They had 5 G League players
Was
come
that
up
team
to the
bad or was
roster.
that team injured?
It was bad because they were injured. That's what I'm saying.
So you're basing it on the fact that they had injury issues and a lot of rotational players gone.
Yeah, and that affected what?
Okay.
Continuity. That affected continuity and execution. But they will have better continuity and execution with Serbia, man. Come on, man.
Bro, y'all
Makes
tripping,
good
bro.
points.
I'm not
Makes
buying
good
into
points.
that at all. I'm gonna stand where I stand and I'm gonna always believe that. No way. And I can't believe you guys just trashed the best league in the world like that.
And that's what
I
I was
believe
going to
you.
say. That's what I was going to
Moose,
say
I
about
never
Team
did
USA.
that.
Hold on,
I never did that.
Hold on, Sturdy. That's what I think is the disconnect that's happened this stream. You view as what we're saying as knocking the talent that's in the NBA on all these teams, whereas we're giving credence to team chemistry, cohesiveness, and scheme planning on the offensive end, and how well Serbia did
You're
that this
basing
past
that
year.
off of them
So,
playing an entirely different game than the NBA game.
and we're telling you, and even when you made that point earlier, we said we agree some of the stuff is not going to translate as well, but in the same sense, like you need to also I won't say you need to, but well, no, I will. You need to at least give credence to our point of how the offensive scheme that they ran in the Olympics is very transportable.
I gave
to the
Serbia
NBA.
enough credit. I said they would beat the 92 Dream Team.
No. But we're saying
That's
in the
enough credit, right,
NBA.
sir? Right,
No,
30? That's enough credit.
Moose.
Nah, you crazy for that one, but that's why I'm trolling right now.
Yeah, you are crazy for that. But you
but like no, to casual point, honest, like real talk, Moose. The only thing that would change for Serbia in terms of like their team and how they would play is their defense. Their defense would actually get more cooked because of the 3 in the key and the like their zones would be too spread out because the floor is bigger.
They
That
would
would
get
actually get cooked.
destroyed
But their offense, but Moose, their offense will translate. Their offense will translate. I'm being rich because you know what? Because you know what they did? They did what the Nuggets are doing. Let's run this shit through Jokic and make threes. That works in any league. That works in any league, dog.
Yeah, somebody says Serbia's offense looks very comparable to the San Antonio Spurs, and it's like I wasn't able to address it at that point, but the significant difference between the San Antonio Spurs offense compared to Serbia's offense is essentially just where the ball primarily began with the offensive set. Whereas for the San Antonio Spurs back in like 2013 to 2015, it was primarily starting at the top of the key and transporting around the court. This offense starts at the center of the free throw line. That's where Jokic operates primarily. So that's the difference, which probably resembles more of a Denver Nuggets offense than anything.
Man.
Moose, I just want to give you a fair warning, Moose. Moose, I'm being real with you, bro. Listen, bro, I'm not like these other trolls, bro. Like I'm like a low deluxe type of troll. Like I'm more precise. You know what I'm saying? My way my troll, it fits. No, it fits like a Dapper Dan suit. You know what I'm saying? It's custom. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna get you these gun bars, Moose. I'm gonna give you specific, precise trolling. You know what I'm saying? Like. For you, you know what I'm saying?
Moose is sturdy. I know you're trolling, right? I know you're trolling, right? But shout out to Zero because he really believed that Serbia can come over to the NBA and really be a top 6 team in the NBA.
When he said he would be Houston, no question, I said, yeah, no. I'm not right.
You know why? Because
you let him get that far, Casual.
No, Zero. No, because Zero.
You didn't let me address it.
Most, you know why? Because Zero, he's a subscriber to FYF, bro. He watched In the Zone. I told y'all be careful with that rhetoric y'all spewing, and you got dudes actually believing it. Now you can't get wrong when they take it to the extreme. Don't
blame In the Zone, bro. Don't do that.
No, hey, I ain't blaming In the Zone. I blame dudes takes on the zone. That's what I blame. But hey, y'all want to say the Dream Team get crushed by this? Y'all said they get washed. That was y'all say. Yeah, hey, it is what it is, bro. Stand on that.
Y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy, man. Shout out to Sturdy. Shout out to Casual. Shout out to Zero, man. Shout out to my man A1,
Moose complaining about the neighborhood. This man Moose complaining about the neighborhood after he's so cracking it. Like, nah, dog. Nah, you live with that. You live with that.
Y'all off the chain, man. I gotta run, man. I gotta thank you, brothers, once again for sliding through, man. Sliding up on me, man. And Sturdy, thank you for the extreme trolling, bro. I appreciate you. Casual, I appreciate you sliding through. A1, I appreciate your time, bro. I know you got the kids there with you, man. Shout out to you coming through, man. Shout out to everybody that was on the stream, watched the stream, liked the stream, shared the stream, commented in the chat, man. You guys know I rock with you guys. You guys know how I feel. I got the best chat on YouTube. It ain't many of us, but less is more. So there's plenty of us, man. I'm about to slide up out of here for now, man. Good talk, good conversation, good trolling by these fellas and much more, man. Make sure y'all tune into the crossover on FYF Sports Debates. Make sure you subscribe to the Casual, subscribe to Vanity Sports Debates. Casual, man, I know you got a new channel on there, man. Slide it in the chat as well, man. Put it up there in the comments. Shout out to everybody, man. Once again, man, we about to get up out of here. Salute to everybody. Appreciate you guys sliding through, man. This started off with the whole Dennis Schroeder, Kevin Durant back and forth, and then we went way left field, but it's all good here, man. Shout out to everybody once again, man. I'm about to slide up out of here, but before I do, I'm going to let the outro sing.
I am number one, not number two. If I'm not the one, I'm uncomfortable. See the competition I've been running through. Leveled up, I only see them in my rear view. Yeah, I'm ballin', been ballin'. Yeah, I'm ballin', been ballin'. I'm winning, get buckets from the court side to the nosebleeds, yeah, they love it. I'm winning, get buckets from the first in and the last out, see me coming. First take, I'm hotter than hot. hotter than some boiling water, I bubble the pot. Team full of ballers, baby, we winning a lot. I'm like Curry with the rock when I get to my spot. I'm tapping in, I'm passionate, this is what passion is. This here, nah, this is no accident. From the start to the finish, I'm cashing in. I am number one, not number two. If I'm not the one, I'm uncomfortable. See the competition I've been running through. Leveled up, I only see him in my rear view. Yeah, I'm ballin', yeah, I'm ballin', been ballin'. Yeah, I'm ballin', yeah, I'm ballin', been ballin'. I'm winning, get buckets from the court side to the nosebleeds, yeah, they love it. I'm winning, get buckets from the first in and the last out, see we coming. Been poppin', Sports Center from a little I was watching. Spin a bag like I'm Rafa, call that top spin. How could I not win? This is top 10. From the bottom, gotta sip how the top wins. I sit back, reflect, and do it again. Hardest milli is the first, now we got 10. Talking 10, 10, 10, 10 times 10 and again. I am number one, not number two. If I'm not the one, I'm uncomfortable. See the competition I've been running through. Leveled up, I only see him in my rear view. Yeah, I'm ballin', yeah, I'm ballin', been ballin'. Yeah, I'm ballin', yeah, I'm ballin', been ballin'. I'm winning, get buckets from the court side to the nosebleeds, yeah, they love it. I'm winning, get buckets from the first in and the last out, see me coming.
Once again, family, you already know it's your boy Moose Talks Hoops. Like I always say, if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hit the like button. You already know. It's a lot of things in this world that cause for hitting the like button ain't one of them.